Welcome to Courtney's Fix, the place to maximize the joy in your life. Today we're talking about caring for cast iron pans. This is the follow-up video for a question that was asked about what pans I use daily, and I use cast iron pans, and that's my go-to. But one of the things that came up was a lot of people were nervous about buying cast iron pans because they didn't know how to care for them. So we're going to go through that. Now, one of the things is about a cast iron pan, you have to do a little bit of work, but baby, to get the love that you want, you got to work for it. Not a lot, just a little, and you get maximum time forever. All right, so one of the things is, if you buy cast iron pans, you might have gotten them as an heirloom, and they might have been passed down, and they could be in bad shape, or you could have been wandering down the street, and you went to a yard sale. Sometimes you'll see them there, and they'll be rusted, and then you decided to bring them home like a lost puppy, which is, bam, a great idea. So with that, whether brand new or any of those scenarios, one of the things that you want to do first is season them. Now I want you to think about that word season. For me, when I think about it, I just think about multiple flavors, complexity, layers. That's exactly what you have to do here with your pan. So in terms of seasoning, you have to brush it with oil, and then put it in the oven. I would say probably at about 500 degrees. Let it bake in there for about 20, 30 minutes. Let it rest. Then repeat. Do probably about 3 times. I have some salt out here because some people like to use salt when they season their pans. I don't, but I brought it out as an option. And what you do is just add a little bit of, you can use a thinner salt or rock salt. Add the oil, bake it in there. Now, the other thing that you want to do when you're baking it, you want to bake the pan upside down. If you're concerned about oil getting all over your oven, take a big piece of aluminum foil, put it on the rack underneath, bam, you got that. Now, cast iron, seasoning. What? Oil, oil, oil. I use unsaturated. I like to use a lot of veggie oils when I do it. I rarely, sometimes I've seen that people use bacon oil, or even coconut oil, which is a saturated oil. I stay away from those because at a high heat or over time, they give a little bit of odor. I like to stay a little bit clean and stay to the plant oils. But I just want to say oil, oil, oil. Did I just say oil? Petrified and crustified. You want to keep those layers on there. And then when they're on there and they're baked in, damn, you got a non-stick pan, which is phenomenal. And you got it at a reasonable price, which I love about cast iron pans. Now let's talk about washing. You will see sometimes that people will say, never wash your cast iron pans. I don't prescribe to that. I wash mine. Now one of the things that I do is when I use it, I move really quickly. So whatever food I've had in there, I get it out of the pan. Then I'll hit it with some water, I'll hit it with some water, rinse it out, put it next to residual heat, wherever it was baking or cooking, and then from there, I'll just turn it upside down so that the water comes out. Now, if you're the person that loves to do the giant stews, the pot roasts, the lasagnas, bully for you, I love you for that. But then you decided to have a glass of wine and watch TV and go to bed and leave it in the pan, well, now you got some work to do. So with that, you're gonna have to get out the steel wool, and you're gonna have to wash that sucker to get everything out. Now once you wash it, get everything out, if there's no sheen anymore, you gotta go back to the basics and season it again, but it's well worth it. And then again, once you wash it, I will repeat, you wanna turn it upside down so that all the water comes out, because a leftover water is the devil. Don't forget about the Tin Man. Thank you again for watching. If you have any questions, don't forget to write below. If you have any long questions, write me, Courtneysfixx.life, Courtneysfixx.life. And again, remember to maximize the joy in your life, because life is fun as shit.
Hey, it's Courtney. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe. Also, click on the bell below and you'll be notified as soon as my next video is up. Thanks so much for watching. And please remember every day, maximize your joy, because life is fun as shit.